Hello there, friends. Welcome back in for what I believe might actually be our final episode here of Lake Season's Greetings. Potentially, I'm assuming. It ended on a party last time at Marine's. I think it might be a party this time at Marine's as well. But yeah, welcome on in. Let's go ahead. Let's listen to our morning radio, shall we?
Good morning, P.O. I'm starting today with the weather forecast. It will be bright and beautiful. Which brings us to the last P.O. positive or pet peeve of the year. It's one from yours truly, who'd like to end 1985 on a positive note.
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
We all know P.O. is the best place to live. And it's, of course, all because of the people living here. And by people, I mean most of the people. The majority. More than half in any case. So, thank you for that. And let's keep it up. I've got a feeling 1986 will be a special year, and I can't wait for it to roll on. Stay safe out there today and tonight. Have a good one. Cheers. Back to the music.
There we go. Final pet peeve or positive of the year. Let me go ahead and actually check our map here. Okay, we got something over by the barn. We have something over by the motel. Seems like a pretty straightforward route. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this. I think I'm gonna do a bit of a loop-de-loop here. But yeah, I hope you're all having a great day. It might be a bit presumptuous. Maybe there is more and we go into January. But I have a sneaking suspicion this might be the end of this little DLC we've been playing. I've been enjoying it. It's very cozy. It's very relaxing just to drive around and chat and deliver mail and listen to people. That didn't happen. You didn't see that. Well, these people got like a basketball hoop on the front of their house. That's cool. Question of the day, as per usual, before I forget. Do you tend to celebrate New Year's? How do you tend to celebrate New Year's if you do? What's your usual go-to? I am not really a big party person. I don't drink, not into that kind of stuff personally. But I usually spend it with my significant other, family, pre-COVID years with friends. Things still aren't quite back to normal post-COVID. Yeah, how do you usually celebrate it? There used to be a big celebration downtown here in Toronto. Which I've been told it's kind of like something you should at least try to go to at least once. I don't even know if they're still doing it anymore. I know as a kid I'd watch it broadcast on, like, you know, our local news, but then our local news, which were also, I think, the ones who were, like, kind of, like, either sponsoring or hosting the event, they got bought out by a new company who stopped broadcasting it, so I don't even know if the event still goes on anymore, but nothing like the big thing in, like, New York, but still a big thing in its own right, you know? It was fun. I enjoyed it. My favorite was seeing your local newscaster come on after you could tell he had been away on a bit of a vacation for a while, and he was, like, distinctly tanned compared to everyone else.
I'm starting to sound like Frank.
This guy was, or maybe not this same person, but there was someone just stopped here yesterday as well, I think. And I don't think for once that's me. Never mind, maybe it was me, I don't know. They had plenty of time to drive out of there. Okay, so we got one around down there. And then we're kind of going around, around this side. You know, maybe this year what we'll do, because I think Mike and I, we also used to have like some streams we'd watch who would broadcast New Year's Eve, and I don't think they're doing it anymore as far as I know, which, you know, fair, right? Maybe I'll try to tune into the Times Square one. I don't think I've ever actually sat down and like fully watched it. I've often kind of contemplated streaming. I'm just not a nighttime person. I'll be honest. I tried to do. It wasn't New Year's Eve. It was the day before New Year's Eve, so like the 30th. I tried to do that last year. It was also partially a charity incentive, I think. And it was a 12-hour stream, or it was meant to be. I didn't quite make it. If I had done the 12 hours during the day instead of overnight, I would have been fine. But I'm really a daytime person. Can't handle nighttime stuff. So part of me is like, yeah, you know, I'll stay up and count down on stream, but also, And I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be there to watch, you know? Which, again...
Oh, the parcel, Thomas. Don't forget the parcel.
Gosh darn it, me. Valid, right? Absolutely valid. Would never expect everyone to be there.
Part and parcel.
Righty, I hope Marine got everything sorted out, even if it means there's no snacks.
Thomas, it's good to see you. Thanks again for the little chat we had yesterday evening.
Don't mention it, Maureen. Was glad to help.
I think I've made the right decision. But I guess some situations don't have a perfect solution. You'll find out tonight, Thomas. We'll have a grand old time regardless.
Okay. Exciting. That being said, though, I know I mentioned New Year's Eve stream. I have made it a tradition on my Twitch channel. If you guys are interested, twitch.tv/SimplyPressStart. I feel like most people who are watching this probably also watch me on Twitch, but you never know. I've made it a bit of a tradition to do a stream, and maybe not a full-length stream, but a stream nonetheless, on Christmas Day, the 25th. For a couple of reasons. One, it's the one day that I you know, ask Mike to come on over and join me on stream. Normally I don't. Normally he doesn't want to be on the spotlight, but we both really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's a bit of a change. And we try to play something cooperative. I've held Goose Game, we've done It Takes Two. I don't know what we're gonna do this year, but the other reason... Uh-oh, the newscasters are here. Other reason I do it is I know not everyone is happy on that day. Not everyone has family or friends that day. Not everyone wants to be around their family that day. And I get that. So I'm happy to provide just a little space if people are interested.
Oh, hey, Thomas. We're about to do a little interview, but you're welcome to listen in. Mr. Price, you know Thomas Weiss, don't you?
Sure do. You're resident mailman, am I right? Good to see you, man.
Hi, guys. Don't mind me. I'll just be a fly on the wall here.
That was Open Sky by Velvet Moon, one of my favorites. Folks, we have a special treat for you today, because I have a guest here at the Reynolds studio. You know that happens from time to time, but today it's a bona fide big shot. None other than KNW6's own newsman extraordinaire, Mr. Connor Price.
Thanks for having me, Jack. Always nice to talk to a fellow broadcaster.
Coming up on our 10th anniversary, Mr. Price. But you've been at KNW6 for longer than that, no?
Yeah, it's been... Gosh, can you believe I started there way back in '66? As a segment producer on Portland Rise and Shine. Still remember the title of my first item, too. Is Poplin Still Poppin'?
That's a great title. And yet, this is the first time you've come to Providence Oaks.
First time staying a while, at any rate. So, Mr. Reynolds, how would you describe this town?
Well, I'd say it's a... Hey! Wait a minute. Who's interviewing who here? I'll ask the questions, thank you very much.
Apologies, my friend. Just can't help myself. Always chasing the story, me. It's the commitment I've made to our viewers. The price guarantee.
Was that a bird?
So, what stories are you chasing here in P.O.?
Oh, you know, just trying to capture the old couleur locale. I must say, the people here are very friendly, and I hope the feeling's mutual. Right, Thomas? That's Thomas the mailman over there. But never mind, he's not mic'd.
Yes, and no, I'm not.
You don't say. Because we happen to have a little section called P.O. Positive or Pet Peeve. You might have heard of it?
Can't say I have, but I do like the alliteration.
Well, Lucinda Boyle called in a pet peeve yesterday, saying you were quite rude to her when she asked you for an autograph.
Oh, the tea.
Well, I'm sure that was a misunderstanding. See, I must have been on a really tight schedule, because otherwise I'd do anything for a fan. That's...
The price guarantee, right? Sure. Anyway, we'll be back with Connor Price, KNW 6-star reporter, right after this.
What the hell, Jack? Ambushing me like that live on air?
Relax, just joshing you a little. But I'll let you plug the heck out of this Oregon Trail thing you're filming. How's that? We'll make sure everyone in town fully cooperates with your crew in the home stretch.
Well, speaking of the home stretch, I better get back to my job as a serious broadcaster. It's been real, pal. Can you believe this guy? Sheesh.
Congratulations. You've just had the privilege of the full Jack Reynolds experience.
Huh. That's the thanks I get for stopping by amateur hour.
Sorry you had to witness that, Thomas. Made for good radio, though, while it lasted anyway. I'll see you at Moe's tonight, yeah? You don't want to miss what Frank's been cooking up.
Can't wait. See you there.
I am so glad I got to witness that. That was good. Yeah, I think a bird flew. Why are there so many? Is there like a body here or something I should know about, Jack? Should I be concerned? Hello? I don't even know what types of birds these are, but anyway, I'm pretty sure a bird flew right through the recording studio. Alrighty. Sorry to drive over your field, buddy, just a little bit. So I think we have one more thing for the motel, and that is probably our last package of 1985, I think, right now. It's like 9 years before I was born. There we go. That was so good, though. Full Jack Reynolds experience. But yeah, anyway, I was tangenting and ranting. Yep. Going on about streams. If you guys want to come on by on Christmas, you can definitely go ahead and do that. I don't know if we'll end up uploading it. I don't remember if I've uploaded the ones in the past, but you're more than welcome to come and hang out or watch the VOD after. It'll probably be around normal time for us, which is like 10 a.m., maybe a little later. I always try to, you know, work with Mike on that one. He is the guest after all. And I might be a morning person. Mike is very, very much a nighttime person. So I will work with him on that one. Oh god, they're here. Alrighty. I got your parcel. I'm not ready to talk to this guy again. Oh, wait a minute.
A belated Christmas gift? Maybe.
No, Thomas, silly. We know who this is. It took me a second to realize.
P.O. Tuxedo Service. He's not in. I should probably leave it with Ilsa then. Room 9.
I don't know if we should interrupt, but I don't want to talk to that guy. That is my pure reasoning for doing this, and absolutely not because I'm nosy.
Please accept this delivery for room number 2.
Hi, Thomas. Oh, is that Gabriel's tux?
Signed, sealed, delivered. That's the Weiss guarantee.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Thanks.
Right then, I'll...
I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long. Ooh, when I use my witchcraft. Ooh, ooh, when I use my witchcraft. Ooh, yeah.
Well, I do love that song.
Well...
Great. So... See you tonight at the diner. Oh, and... thank you.
My pleasure, Ilsa.
Yeah, the Netflix and chill before Netflix plan worked. Oh, that's funny. I was wondering if they were going to allude to anything or if they were just going to like show up together at the party. There we go. Okay. Turn this way. Oh. Man, I am excited to see what's going to happen to this party because it sounds like Frank has something going on. I'm excited to see the tuxedo. I want to know what Maureen did with her snacks. Or lack thereof. Look at how pretty this is. Such pretty lighting. I'm gonna hit a rock because I'm too busy looking at the pretty sundown. Maybe a little story here before we head back. I think I have time. So when I was younger, my mom, single mom, sometimes had to work holiday shifts. And I think it was either a Christmas Eve or a New Year's. I can't remember which. And I had my DS with me. My mom made sure I had my charger, packed up my games. I was 11, 12 maybe. And she took me to her office. And I think there was one other person there at the time. And pretty much I was playing Nintendogs, and if you've ever played, you know that you need to train your Nintendog to listen to their name, to sit, you know, to fetch, do other stuff, and it's verbal commands. So there I am sitting in my mom's cubicle with her, and I was telling my dog Lucky to sit. And all I heard from another cubicle was the coworker say, "But I am sitting." I think that may have been a New Year's Eve birthday. So whenever I think of New Year's, I do honestly think of that. It brings me back to Nintendogs, which I love. And it was just overall a really fun time. Alrighty. Final shift done, Thomas.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's the Weiss family again. We wanted to wish you a happy new year before we're going to Moe's.
Hey, thanks. We've got a little over an hour left here before it's 1986.
You'll watch out for those fireworks, won't you? They're so unpredictable.
I will. I'll probably stay inside anyways.
We've got 4 more hours to go, but Happy New Year! I'd rather be early than late. Are you going anywhere to celebrate?
Thanks, Dad. We're all a bit drained after making the deadline. Some guys from the office were going to do a ER Kung Fu tournament, but I didn't feel like it.
A kung fu tournament on New Year's Eve?
Yes, Mom, it's a video game. But Tess and I are going to watch Trading Places instead at my place. I think that New Year's Eve is overrated anyway. People seem to think it must be the best night of the year, but all you usually get is a lot of drama and a solid hangover. My New Year's resolution was not to make a big deal out of New Year's Eve anymore. And it looks like I'm not going to break it. But don't let that ruin your evening.
I totally understand you, Meredith. My best New Year's Eve was actually one I spent all by myself. I don't know why, but that night I've never felt more at peace. And most parties aren't worth the hangover anyway.
Maybe that's because you usually forget half of what happened. Sorry, Meredith. Your father's memory needs a little grease between the hinges.
Like starting the car in time before going to Moe's?
Bingo!
Okay, guys, I won't hold you up. Have a great evening, and a Happy New Year. Love you.
My beautiful people, may I have your attention for half a minute? First of all, welcome to Moe's. We're excited to celebrate the last few moments of 1985 together with you. It was quite an undertaking to host this New Year's Eve party at the last minute. So if you feel like the snack situation isn't up to standard, you're right. But we do have enough tater tots, french fries, potato wedges, and potato pancakes to feed the entire village. Thank you so much for that, Jack. And thank you all for coming. Cheers to a great evening.
Well, if it isn't my favorite KNW6 news team.
In the flesh.
Hi, Thomas.
Nice tuxedo, Gabriel.
Thank you. And thanks for making sure I got it. I put it on right after I got out of that shower.
He toweled off first. Don't worry.
There we go. Champagne for my real friends and real pain for my sham friends.
Ah, good to see you, man. So, is the segment on Providence Oaks in the can yet?
Almost, my friend. Still have to shoot the countdown to the new year. Hopefully that gives us the ending we need. I've been promised a spectacle.
Easy on the alcohol there, Connor. We still need you on camera. Can't have you slurring your words.
Slurring my words? Whatever do you mean, Ilsa?
Quit fooling, you guys. It's getting close to midnight. Let's set up and get ready.
Showtime. Okay, getting into character. See you on the flip side, mailman.
Hi, honey. There goes that Connor Price. Would you believe the motel had to custom order a blow dryer just for him? He tipped generously, though. Oh, is that Beth sitting over there? Let's join her.
Good evening, my dearest of friends. Almost time for Auld Lang Syne, eh? Did you know that Auld Lang Syne was written down by Robert Burns in the 18th century? And that he based it on an old Scottish folk song? He wrote it to a different melody than the one we sing today, but I have to say, I do like this version. And it's often sung after a special dinner where haggis is served, would you believe?
Honestly, Beth, I don't know how we'll get by without these fascinating facts when you're gone.
Well, I will still be selling sets of encyclopedias at the store for a few more months if you need them. I'll cut you a nice deal.
Only if you'll help load them into my truck.
All joking aside, my friends, now that a new year is upon us, I feel a moment of thanks is in place. I know I've kept my situation from you for a while, but now that it's out in the open, I honestly don't know why I didn't share it with you sooner. Pride, I suppose. But I feel so much better now. So thank you, my friends.
That's what we're here for.
Glad we could be there for you, Beth. And thank you for opening us to it. We'll always be there for you. But you have to let us in first. I hope you'll remember that when you're in Georgia.
Definitely. In fact, it's my new resolution for 1986. along with letting go and seeing where life takes me. What about you, Emily? Any resolutions?
Well, less work and more fun, I suppose. Now that this guy Matt is joining the motel, I am looking forward to a bit more quality time. What about you, honey?
A long holiday might be nice.
Oh, yes, the Florida trip. I'm really looking forward to that, too.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Well, whatever the future brings, this old acquaintance here will be hard-pressed to ever forget you two.
I hope that's a good thing.
I'm sure we're memorable in a good way. So are you, dear Bethy. And like you said at Christmas dinner, even if the reasons for change are sometimes out of our hands, let's focus on the new beginnings that come along with them.
And what better time for new beginnings than New Year's Eve?
Attention, folks! It's showtime! If you want to see the biggest fireworks show west of the Rocky Mountains, you better be standing outside in about 10 minutes.
That's my cue. From a little spark may burst a flame, as Dante once put it. But I need to visit the ladies' room first, or I'll turn into a pumpkin. See you outside.
Isn't she marvelous? I'm so happy for her, but I am going to miss Bethy.
So will I. Seeing a parcel addressed to the bookstore always brightened my mood.
It makes me feel a bit melancholic. Even more than I usually am on New Year's Eve. This odd feeling of looking back and forward at the same time, and now I'm doing that over a much longer period than just the coming and going of the year.
I know what you mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's good to have something to look forward to.
And we sure have something to look forward to, don't we? I guess that's what's most important in life. But let's enjoy the here and now instead. Our wise and beautiful daughter just taught us not to demand that this should be the best evening of the year. But we're allowed to try it, right? So this is where my speech ends, my dear husband. And now I need a glass of champagne.
I'll drink to that, and to you, and all the good things the new year will bring us. Maureen, I need champagne. For me and my beautiful wife.
You got it, sir. Just grab your glasses and join me in the bottle outside. It's less than a minute now.
20 seconds on go, Mr. Price. Go.
And so, 1985 draws to a close. With mere seconds left in the year, I've been told this little lake town will strive to end 85 with a bang. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Holy Toledo! Ilsa, are we getting this?
Somebody check on Frank!
Oh my god.
That sure sounds like a delicious eggnog recipe.
Hurry up, dear. It's coming up next.
Yes, don't get too excited now. It's just a preview, remember?
And now, a man with a very special New Year's resolution. And he's going to tell us all about it. Isn't that right, Sybil?
Absolutely, Bob. It's none other than our roving reporter, Connor Price. Connor, my dear, where in blazes are you?
Well, Sybil, I'm in beautiful Providence Oaks, wishing you and Bob and our viewers a joyful 1986. And as for my New Year's resolution, Bob, why, it's my very special price guarantee to all of you that I will be sharing gripping tales and intimate portraits from all over Oregon in an all-new series of special reports on small-town America. Part 1 will air tonight at 8, right here on KNW6. And it will be all about the gorgeous little lake town where I was fortunate enough to spend the waning days of 1985. Here, let's take a look at an exclusive sneak peek. Providence Oaks, an idyllic town by a lake just south of Melville. It's where this reporter counted down to 1986. And although, unfortunately, the fireworks started a little early, so we didn't quite manage to catch them on tape, take it from me, it was quite the spectacle, courtesy of postal worker Frank Coleman.
Just a faulty batch of leftover 4th of July material, I guess. Not mine, anyway. No siree. But I'm all right, folks. Really, everyone can stop calling me at home. I'm A-okay.
And perhaps that encapsulates the true nature of Providence Oaks, or P.O., as it's called by those who know and love it. It's a town where, even when things don't go as planned, folks will be all right and A-okay.
It's just, you know, we help each other out, and there's nothing we can't fix.
A town where first impressions can be deceiving.
This town may look sleepy from the outside, but trust me, there's always so much stuff to do and take care of. Ugh.
A town where generations have grown up.
It's a great place to raise kids, and also a great place to have been raised as a kid. Myself, I mean, back when I was a kid, being raised here. Was that okay?
A town where patience is still a virtue.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if this is where I'll find what I'm looking for, but I do know I can keep looking here for as long as I want, and that feels great.
A town full of unique individuals that, deep down, have more in common than you'd think.
The average Providence Okian probably doesn't exist. We do tend to keep to ourselves until someone needs us. Then we show up. Always.
A town you can't help but love.
You know, I just think it's the best place in the whole wide world. Sue me.
And where everyone has a story to tell.
To me, it's all about the people. Because...
Yes, well, leave it to the mailman to say it best.
This is home.
Indeed.
Oh.
Providence Oaks, like so many other places in our great state of Oregon, is a small town with a big heart. This is Connor Price, KNW6, P.O.
That was so cute. I love the way they worked in the credits there. I wasn't expecting it. What a lovely game, dearie me. If you guys have not already had the honor and the privilege of checking out Lake Season's Greetings, I'm going to have some links and stuff down below. Big shout outs again to Whitethorn Games for giving me access to this DLC. I loved Lake, and I was so excited to get my hands on this DLC, and it did not disappoint. It's a really, really cute, charming little game. There's a lot of obviously dialogue options, so just because you saw my playthrough, there's probably a lot of different options, especially in the first game with Angie and Robert, so definitely check it out if you're interested. As per usual, thank you so very much for watching. Oh boy, and as always, this has been Simply Press Start, where gaming is as simple as pressing start.